Hi YouTube and everybody, boys and girls. Now we are going to look at the second part of this food application that I promised you that I will fit in template into React library. Okay, I'm going to take a small example, a simple example, so that you guys understand the fundamentals of fitting a Bootstrap template into ReactJS. So now I am going to show you the link where you can get this template. Of course, I'll put in the description box. This is startbootstrap.com and this is the free download website. You can download it, and this is running in my local host. As you can see, I refresh, is running in my local host. And one more thing you can see is that this is a Bootstrap mobile friendly website, right? You can see the drop downs are all working. So let's say this is the raw version. Let's call it the raw version of the Bootstrap template. Here you can put your logos or whatever you want it to make it commercial, right? And if you click learn more, you can see there's a small anchor and it comes to here, right or not? So now this is the template that we are going to fit into React. That's the introduction portion. So I will walk you through the steps that are needed for successful completion of this project. Step 1, download the Bootstrap template and check it is running properly in your local host. Ensure that there are no JavaScript errors or any errors by checking console. Error-free template to start off is the best. If errors are there, change to another template or fix errors in this step if you still want to continue with this template. So what I mean is that I'm going to show you Control-Shift-I. So you can see the console. Let's drag up the console. So I'm in the console. I refresh. Do I see any errors? No, right? So there are no errors. So this is a very good error-free template. If there are some JavaScript errors or any other errors or some dependencies are not available, it's going to pop up here and then we have to correct that. That's what I have been telling you in this step 2. So step 3 will be create a fresh React application. Step 4, copy all assets in the template to React app public assets folder and install Bootstrap. Step 5 is bring all the JavaScript and CSS dependencies of the template to React index.html. Step 6 is download React Router DOM and create header, footer, main home screen and link it to app.js together with all path definitions. That is very important. Together with all path defs or definitions. Step 7, see if all the template is working with React. Check any errors pop up. Same like we just now checked with the console. Finally, step 8, project is complete. So these are the 8 steps that are needed to achieve the template fits into a fresh React application. So we will go through these steps one by one at a stretch, okay? So first step we have completed and we are checked that the template is running properly without any errors, which is step 2. Step 2 is completed as well. Step 3 is create a fresh React application. Okay, so we'll do that now. So now we are at our command prompt, which is at www. I am using WAMP server. So now I am at the command line interface with git bash at my www folder. npx create react app template app. So let's wait for it to installation. Once installed, we had to change to the template app directory, and we will call VS Code, which is the popular editor nowadays. It's getting installed. Okay, it's almost done. Yes, it's done. So we will do cd template underscore app. And first thing we will do is we will call VS Code. So it gets loaded. And we have the familiar public and SRC available here. And now what we are going to do is yarn start or npm start if you have npm. So now the server is serving at localhost 3000 and the popular React logo is coming already. So React is installed. Let's look at which step we completed. Step 3, right? And now copy all assets in the template to React app public access folder and install Bootstrap. Okay, that is the step 4 we are going to do. Okay, for the next step, I have opened two explorers. One is on the left side, as you can see, one is on the right side. So whenever you try to follow certain fundamentals. That's what I want to teach you guys here. Always try to keep on the left side the source folder, and here will be the destination folder, which is our React template app. So first of all, open the public, and then the CSS and JS can go into the assets. So we are going to make a folder called assets, and inside the assets we copy CSS and JS files. Okay, done. Assets. So inside assets we got image and favicon. So you just copy those guys and bring it to this assets. There is no need to separate assets inside the public assets and assets, right? There should be only one assets folder which has CSS, image, JS and favicon. Okay, that is completing step 4. And of course we have to install Bootstrap. So how to install Bootstrap? We have to stop this React application, and then let me clear the screen. Yarn add Bootstrap. So as you can see, the latest 5.1.3 has been added. So we will yarn start again and see the serving is proper again or not. Okay, it's correct. So Bootstrap has been installed, the server has been restarted. Now let's look at step 5, where we have to bring all the JavaScript and CSS dependencies of the template to React index.html. So here I advise you to use two editors for clarity and brevity. You can see in Notepad++, I have the B theme, which is the raw template, and of course in the VS Code I have the React application, right? So it's easy for us to look at the index. So here you can see there are many things like link, then we have the scripts, and we have certain JavaScripts here probably in the body, Yeah, we got a scripts.file. So these are the inputs that we need to bring in for the template to properly work in the React.js. Okay. So let's go into copy one by one. So we have to go through this one by one. Let's look at our index.html in the public folder, which is our base index.html, which we want to convert. So we can delete all these comments because it makes the file very lengthy. Just delete the comments and here also, and save it. Okay. So now once it is saved, align everything properly. So we have got the body tag here and we got the scripts to be written here. Okay. So let's look at the notepad again. Here all the first level definitions we don't need to copy. Title, of course, there should be a title for here also. Let's just make a template demo app. Okay, we made that. Then we go to link. So this is linking the favicon. Remember that our favicon is in the assets folder. So we can just go there, and after this manifest, we can start put our links, which is from the template file. Only thing we had to do is /assets. That's what we had to do, and save it. After that, it's a manual process. We had to go through one by one. There's a script here. Of course, this is a CDN script. So we can directly put it in. Okay, script already pasted. Give line. Go back to the file. Google Fonts. Of course, that is also a CDN type of thing. Google Fonts. Copy. This is no big deal, okay? And then link reference, another link reference, copy here, enter and copy, enter, get ready for the next one. Core theme. Okay, here is the important thing that we need to see. It is coming from the CSS folder, right? So we also got the CSS folder in the assets. We already copied it. /assets assets/css. Then it should be okay. Remember, we have here, there's a CSS and styles.css. Okay, that's what we are referring here. Then body all, we will leave it just now. The navigation portion, and then there's a header. Okay, we'll come to this later. Finally, we are going to the script tag, which is here. This is a Bootstrap 5.13. Even though we installed Bootstrap, this original template is using CDN. So let's try that. Remember, it is just above the body closing tag. So we have to find our body closing tag here. Give some space and paste it. So these have been pasted, and the dependency JS is in ./assets/js. That's how we had to write. This is a CDN direct, so no issues. Whatever local files are there, we had to put this way, which is showing that it's inside the assets folder. So we are done this conversion already. Next step will be step 6, where we will download React Router DOM, and then we will create header, footer, main home screen, and then link it together with all path definitions. That is a very important step. You have to very much focus on what I am teaching here. Okay, so let's move forward to step 6. I have opened up app.js in our React application, and I'm going to do a cleanup. That's what I wanted to show you guys. We don't want this logo. Let us have app.css there, and we just delete all this, and then we will put the React fragment. Hope you guys know about React fragment, right? This is called React fragment. We put it there, and then we are going to do certain changes, major changes here. So we'll come back to that later. So this is the cleanup, and then again in the app.css, we don't want anything there, just delete, and we'll keep it clean. So that's what we have done. And if we look at our React app, there's nothing there because we cleaned up the app.js together with the CSS. So no worries, we will come back to this later. So let's proceed to install the React Router DOM and start off to create header, footer, and home screen, and link it to app.js together with all path definitions. So right away we are going to stop the server, and we are going to yarn add React Router DOM. It's a very important package library. Okay, it's getting installed. Done. And I will show you what are the changes that's needed to be done in the app.js. Okay. Now we are looking at the app.js screen, which is modified. As I showed you, I have deleted everything. Now I have modified it. So let's go through that. We have installed React Router DOM, right? So we have to import browser router as router. That's what we mean here. Because it's a big word, we just use it as router to understand easily. So router is fully covering header with the switch and the footer. So let's destructure or understand the anatomy here. The router is the higher order component, HOC we call, followed by header, because the header is sitting here as it will be available on all sub pages which come here. Sub pages will come under switch. So why switch? Because whenever we change the paths, the switch will act and bring the proper components in, or it will pull in the proper components and display in our DOM. So the thing is, we have switch here. So for example, if I have another page, I am going to put it here, and I am going to call it, let's say, product screen. Product screen, and of course you have to import the product screen here. I'm just showing. So you'll have to put a path, maybe PRDT. Okay, so when we click /PRDT, this switch will ensure that product screen component is pulled in and displayed in the DOM. So that's what the switch is doing. Just for illustration, I showed you guys. Finally, export default app. The app gets served. So now we not yet made the home screen, header, and footer. Let's proceed to do that now. So where do we do it? We do it inside the SRC folder. Remember, SRC folder, not the public folder. So let's create a folder which is called screens, SCREENS, screens. And then we are going to create a file called home screen, HOMESCREEN, screen.js. Okay, And then there is a shortcut here, RFCE, which you can install as an extension. Home screen comes in already, and then we just put an H2 tag here and say home screen is served. Served, SERVED. Okay, home screen is served. So then we just copy this and keep ready so that we will use it again. Now we are going to do header and footer. So how do we do that? Inside the SRC, make another folder called components. And inside the folder, we are going to make header.js, and then we will make one more, which is footer.js. So once we done that, we are at the footer. So again, RFCE, Control V. Remember, I copied it. So we had to say footer screen. It's not a screen, footer is served. Whatever we displayed as main pages, we keep under screens folder. This is just a convention, guys. Components we keep under like footer, header, all, or like card or cart components. If we do a e-commerce website or anything, we will keep under components. Okay, footer is served. Now we go for header, RFCE. Header is served. HEADER, header is served. So let's check again. Footer is served, header is served, home screen is served, and finally the app. So these are the three screens that we have made. Remember that home screen is under screens, component header is under components, footer is under components as well, and we have header and footer declared here together with the home screen. So let's check our application. We have not yet started, I think, right? So yarn start, let's see. So switch is not exported from React router DOM. So this is an error which is coming for the latest version of React router DOM. I have browsed through the internet. So it is better, because we are just starting off this project. Let's have the switch. So we have to fall back to older version. So I will show you where the error has happened. You can see here in the package.json, we got React router DOM installed with 6.0.2. So we don't want that version 6. This is the latest one. Of course, there is a replacement for switch in this version, but we won't doing that. We will just delete this, save, and we will yarn install. Let's come back to our git bash and we will say yarn install. So it's going to remove the React router DOM package so that we are going to install the version 5. So I will show you how. Okay, so you can see here inside the package.json I have included version 5.3.0, whereby we will get that switch definition. So let's do that. Again, we will do yarn install so that this package get installed. without any issues, and we will yarn start again. Yes, you can see, because the switch is now acting properly, because we have used React Router DOM version 5 and not version 6. Header is served, home screen is served, footer is served, right? So I am going to show you, for example, let's remove the header and footer and see what's happening. Okay, I Control X and save it. The header is gone, you see. Again footer, I Control X and save it. The footer is gone. So I bring back, save it, footer has come back. Save it, header has come back. So the header is being served, home screen is served, footer is served. So our React application is now properly serving in our localhost 3000, and then we will look at the next step what we are supposed to do. So we have downloaded React Router DOM and created header, footer, main, home screen, and link it to app.js together with all path definitions. I'll put a note here saying that React Router DOM version 5 will support switch, SWITCH, and version 6 will not support switch. Of course, we have to go through the version 6. What are the new things that the React team has brought in as a replacement of switch? That is at this moment beyond the scope of this video tutorial. So we will limit ourselves to version 5. Okay. So step 6 is completed. Finally, we are going to step 7, which is the major step what we are supposed to do. That means we have to bring in the header, footer, and the body into our home screen, header and footer respectively. That we will do now. Now we are looking at index.html of the template, which is in Notepad++ editor. As I told you, it's easy to read and then copy paste. Here we are looking at the sections of this index.html. Remember, this is our Bootstrap template which is being served under localhost. So it's still working nicely. And then we are going to transfer it into our React application. That is our task now, right? So we have already created header, home screen, and footer. Now we are going to change this template or fit in this template to this side, which is the template demo app. So here we are in the Notepad. So under the body, we have navigation. So we can copy the navigation first. Just copy as it is, Control C, and then you bring it to the header. We are going to the header, and then we'll paste it here. Okay, I pasted it, and then I'm going to change it to the React fragment. We are going to change class to class name because React will accept class names only. So Control H, class, change it to class name. So I click here because we want only class to be replaced with class names, CLASSNAME, and we click replace all. So you can see that the class names are fully replaced properly. Okay, and then we will do another copy paste, which is going to be the header. Let's go into the header, copy paste and put it here. So remember that after navigation, right, we have to remember the structure. After navigation tag close, the header is starting. So we have to do it here. Okay, that is done. Now what we are going to do, again we got few classes here. So we are going to change the class to class names. So that being done, everything is proper. Now we have to look for any image tags there or not. So let's look at any image tags. So Control F, IMG. So there is no image tags here. So far so good. And let's see how it is now. Wow, the header is fully functional. Can you see that? Wow, the drop downs, everything is functional. Guys, remember this is our template demo app. Can you see that? And it's serving at 3000. Yahoo! Great. We have achieved the header already. So now the remaining is footer and the body tag. I think let's go for the footer first. It's very simple one. Let's go to the footer. Footer is here. It's a very simple thing. Guys, I am showing you the basic fundamentals here, okay? Whatever be the complexity of your template, you still can fit in provided you follow these fundamentals. So fragment, React fragment tag, paste it, footer. So let's look at any images are there or not. There are no images, so I hope everything will be served nicely. Let's go in and see. Yahoo! The footer is being served properly. You can see it's functioning nicely. Let's drag it a bit. Yeah, it is going to iPad mode and then to a computer mode, and you can see the body only is yet to be filled up. So let's go for the body now. So what we are going to do is we are going to the index again, and we can see where is the body. Let's see. Even though it's under the body tag, we completed navigation and header. So this is nicely structured. You know, when you buy any template or you download any template, first of all, it should be error free and nicely structured so that it removes all our headaches to transfer. So you see it's very nicely structured. There are few sections here. So we don't want the footer, we already copied it, right? So we copy it and then we are going into the home screen. Let's go into the home screen, and here we are going to make it a fragment again, right? And then we are going to paste it. So section is being pasted. We don't want all these comments, so we deleted all the comments, and then I'll do Alt Z so that the words are all wrapped here properly so that you can see each lines. So the one thing we had to do it here is that we have to remove this dot 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 and all that is not needed here. Okay, the alt just leave it like that. We don't want any identifier expected, so this is also not needed. Unnecessary errors we don't cause here. Okay, make it simple and nice and tidy. That is the basic fundamentals of a good programmer. Hope you guys are also like that. Yeah, I'm just telling. Okay, so now Let's look at the image tags. We got image tags here, and src, this is the place where we had to remember /asset/image, right? And then alt, we can put something like images. Later on, if we connect to backend, we can still use the name of the image as the alt. Currently we just put images, and then dot assets images, right? So let's systematically check. Control F, image tag. We got dot assets image, alternate is images, okay. Here we forgot to add one dot slash, okay. Images, everything is good. We come back to 13, right? One more time check. 39, line 39, okay. Line 65 is okay. And line 13 is okay. So we'll save this. Remember that we not yet changed the class to class name. Control H, class to class name. Change it. Save it. Let's look at it. Home screen is exported. Everything is proper. Hopefully there are no errors. Yahoo, there is no errors, you see. So in order to double check, Control Shift I. Let's see, any errors are there. Google Chrome is not reporting any errors, but there is a warning which showing that class, did you mean class name? So there is something in the footer, I think, because you can see it's reflecting at the footer. So let's go at the footer and see. Yeah, we forgot to replace the class to class name. That's why it's showing the warning, but the pages are being served. So Control H, class to class names, save it. The warning should have disappeared. Let's refresh and see. Yes, the warning has disappeared, so there are no errors. We can boldly close this, the window, and then we can see everything is being served. So let's check the responsiveness. Okay, how about this? It's same, right? You see, everything looks same. This is the original theme or the template. Let there be rock. We salute you. Let there be rock. You see the position, everything is maintained properly. Position is maintained properly. So that is how we do a conversion or a fit in of a Bootstrap template into a React application. So now that we have this template, we can forget about this guy because we have everything fit in properly into React application, and we can boldly develop React apps. So guys, as I told you, if you like my teaching and the way I try to make you understand the basics and the fundamentals, you still can contact me through my social media connections, WhatsApp or email or Facebook, and then we can have meets up to understand how to develop commercial applications. In case you are working somewhere even as a React developer or a backend developer, you still can contact me for any bottlenecks that you face in your jobs. So don't be desperate. People are there to help. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel and like it. Please put comments on what you would like to know more so that I get more ideas what to do or what the community is expecting from people like me. Of course, if you follow my commercial development application, you are definitely going to shine in the industry and get the requisite pay or the salary that you expect, and you will be a very bold developer if you follow me. Thank you very much for watching my video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like it. Have a good day. This is Kumar signing off. See you in yet another episode and video. Thank you.